Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're now delighted to be joined over the telephone by Dr. Amany Hola, the writer and president of the Egyptian Center for Development. Dr. Amany, good afternoon to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for joining us, Doctor. And of course, today, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi witnessed the inauguration of Story of a Nation Between Vision and Achievement Conference, where he addressed the attendees. And the President spoke about the efforts that have been exerted by the state to achieve development and prosperity for the nation in many different sectors in Egypt. How do you see some of the main topics that were highlighted today, Dr. Amany?
I can say frankly that President Sisi put his hands on the wound of this country, because we used to hear a lot of promises without any achievements. The implementations of the theory is the greatest effort he could do in very short terms. We used to be surprised by opening a project and producing a product instead of just giving hopes and promises without any fulfill of these words. So this is the best thing and the best achievement in the last few years, that we can see the implementation of the promises on the ground, and we can feel it, all of us.
Absolutely. Dr. Amany, now we've just finished watching the financial or economic session, and the Minister of Finance reviewed the financial situation in the country, and he spoke about Egypt's economy and how it has withstood economic crises, and he spoke about the president's issuance of a number of packages to help protect citizens during the financial and economic crisis. How do you see these directives by the president in order to cushion the Egyptian citizen from the consequences of the economic hardships?
It was very hard equation and very difficult to achieve parallel achievements in both developmental sector and helping people during an international crisis affecting all the great economies, even in the developed countries.
Yes.
So the balance between the two concepts is something very difficult to achieve, but I think we have to be understandable and patient, and not waiting for a magic stick to achieve all the dreams. So what we are going through now is something acceptable in comparison with the others and in comparison with the circumstances around all the world.
Absolutely. Now, Dr. Amany, we also saw the Minister of Planning, Hola, discussing, some of the steps that have been taken. And she said that for the first time, a lowest wage limit was put to protect employees, even in the private sector. And she spoke about portable services of the Justice and Interior Ministries, which have been offered to the citizens, as well as the great importance for the environment file as well in sustainable development over the last few years in Egypt. How do you see the address by the Minister of Planning?
We can say that we are on the track. Of course, there are a lot of steps should be taken, but the best thing that we are in the right track. Whatever it takes, we should be patient and we should be active instead of the decades of postponing and waiting for the others to solve our problems.
Also, Doctor, we've seen some development in health services in Egypt with the development of the latest technological plans for the health service sector. We've seen the 100 Million Healthy Lives campaign, and this initiative has also played a great role in health services across the country. And these were all mentioned today in the economic segment by the Minister of Planning. How do you see the development in the health sector in Egypt, Doctor?
We're working hard in different sectors, and this makes we can say the coordination between the different sectors will help, because we cannot achieve good results in one sector and leave the other. Otherwise, we'll be limped in our way to improve the economy of our country. So what's going on is trying to make the implementation of the whole image to be in the right track.
Absolutely. Right. Dr. Amany, now the Minister of Planning has also spoken about the support that has been given to MSEs as well as emerging companies, small, medium enterprises. How important is that with regards to economic development for the country, ma'am?
We can watch the others and try to discover the secret or the passwords of the developed countries, especially China, which is
absolutely.
they have the same.
Yes, Dr. Amany. I'm sorry, I have to cut you off there. We now go back to our continued coverage and live sessions of A Story of a Nation conference from the new administrative capital.